as a board member, now that I don't have little kids, it helps to remind you of the importance of this work and why you're doing this work. Hi, my name's Denise Pearl. I am the president of the Board of Education for District 64. Education and learning is really important to me, and public education is really important, and I think it provides such a value to the community. So I thought I might be able to give back in that way. And my children received a great education here in the community, so I want to continue supporting that. The staff that is in the district is so committed to the district. One of the reasons I say that is our staff lives in the district, so they're not just connected to being employees in the district, but they're connected to the community of Park Ridge-Niles. And it's such a great, there's such an investment from the staff, and you can just see it in so many ways. You know, what makes it a destination district is I think there's a lot of support. One of the things I think parents are really supportive and families of their home elementary schools. Every school has a different culture, and people are really attached to that culture and that neighborhood feel of a neighborhood school. So I think that's a value in District 64. 3 of my children went through District 64. My younger girls went through Field Elementary and then Emerson. My oldest started at Emerson and went through that. They had great experiences at both schools. And I then wanted to get involved in the schools as well, and so served as a coach for Field Follies. You know, it's really get students involved in that. And I then, my bigger leadership role, I served as the PTO president for Emerson, and it really got connected to the community there. Wonderful middle school staff that we have at both schools when we would partner together. And so that's the connection. So they've graduated from District 64, but it has prepared them well for high school and beyond. But I still love seeing the kids out there. I love seeing they utilize the field near field really well. The PE teachers do an amazing job there. And it's just, as a board member, now that I don't have little kids, it helps to remind you of the importance of this work and why you're doing this work. You know, because it might not, at a board meeting, you might not see, like, keep the students in mind, but they're the heart of students, and student learning is the heart of the district. And so it helps that I can see the things that are going on, look out my window and see just the wonderful things happening, you know, right outside of my door. I think it has been rewarding. It's challenging and rewarding. I kind of say it's the yin and the yang. You know, I have both of those. It's, you see the district, you see progress, change. Like right now, probably one of the most things I'm proud of and excited to be a part of is we've promoted from within. And we have individuals who are growing with our district, and instead of going away to another district, we're developing our leaders. Like, I think leadership development is such an important thing. And how do we then, you know, have all sorts of different ways, informal and formal, to develop people so they can get new experiences, new challenges. And so that's probably one of the biggest things. I'm certainly, you know, proud of full-day kindergarten. You know, now the state is making it mandatory in 2027, and I think we're ahead of the curve in doing that. And I'm so proud of how our district created a plan and was able to execute it in such a, you know, short amount of time and offer that to our community. One of the things I think that is interesting about me that no one would probably know, I love manual labor. I love projects. And so just yesterday, I was out with a hammer and pulling nails from boards to reuse materials for a deck. And so I love the whole reusing thing, but I love the concept of you see the progress of your work, you see the fruits of your labor, your fingernails. You know, I have overalls that I wear when I'm doing my my kind of, but I love it. So it's a great feeling, and I'm glad I could do that. For like doing a project or something that's labor intensive, I think having the right tools is really important. And it connects to education, like how do you have the right resources and tools? Because if you have something, the job could be a lot harder, whether if you have the right tool in the mix, it makes it so much easier. The other thing I think is planning. You know, do you have the materials, like what is the flow of the work? You know, there's so much, I think, in, you know, types of things like a kitchen renovation, right? I help to do that. And there is so much, the pre-planning is so much work. You know, it's just like, I'm gonna compare this to education, you know, it's just like lesson planning. All that upfront work, it takes so much time, but if done well, then the product of when it's put into place, you see that bonus, that added, this worked, and it went all my planning, it was worth it. Good.
Easy enough, right?
Easy enough.
Awesome.
Just a conversation with Lily.